Hey everyone, Steve Lebo, Party Time Productions DJs. I'm going to do a walkthrough of our setup at Lenape Heights on May 2nd, 2015. So hang tight, we're going to get you all squared away. Here's my back to my sound system. Anyway, I'm goofing around. We're going to do a walkthrough of the room, show you the setup, show you the room, and go from there. So if you're considering Party Time Productions DJs, I want you to pay attention to the whole overall gig log. This is called a video gig log of what we do, and I hope you enjoy. So here we have our sweetheart table for the new Mr. and Mrs. Ellison. And here we have our DJ setup. It's a pretty simple one. We're actually going to do video recording tonight, and that's why you're going to be able to see some video footage. I hope you enjoy. And this is just the setup. We're about an hour away from guests arriving. Here is the beautiful room. There's Emily over there. Say hi, Emily.
Hi.
And we'll be back at you in just a little bit.
That's how he ended up down there. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the staff here at Lenape Heights Golf Resort and myself, Steve Lebo from Party Time Productions DJs, we'd like to welcome each and every one of you. Again, if I could ask you to please take your seats. I think pretty much all of you have. That's a good sign. I have two questions for you before I begin this evening. First of all, my first question is, who's ready to celebrate tonight with Stephen and Elizabeth? Let me hear you guys. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. My second question is, who's been to the bar and who's ready to celebrate tonight? Let me hear you. Yeah, you guys are always a little bit louder. That's good. I do hope everyone brought their dancing shoes along. We will get into that later on. It's going to be an epic, fun evening. Beautiful day outside. Beautiful day in here. Wonderful day for a wedding reception. If I could direct your attention to those back doors, we're going to introduce some very special people with some music. Actually, before we get those, I don't want to forget these in here. Grandparents, I know they're in here. We're just going to say hi to them in the room. Grandparents of the bride, Richard and Sue Boggs. Where are you at, Richard and Sue? Everyone say hi, Richard and Sue. There you go. Now, if I could direct your attention to the doorway, we begin with our parents. First of all, parents of the bride, Mr. and Mrs. Fred and Bobby Fioravanti. Parents of the groom, Mr. and Mrs. Scott and Kathy Ellison. Next up, we have our lovely bridal party, beginning with bridesmaids and groomsmen. Carly Bowers, escorted by Andrew Chapman. Come on, keep the noise level up, people. Keep it up. Christy DeFrancis, escorted by David Fioravanti. Yeah. Rachel Voller and Patrick Egan. Holly Pruitt and Robert Pfeiffer. Our matron of honor, Laura Egan, and our best man, Tony Fioravanti. Seems like we're missing a couple, ladies and gentlemen. If I could ask you to please stand at this time. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the new Mr. and Mrs. Stephen and Elizabeth Ellison. Give it up. Come on. There they are. Come on, keep the noise level up. Give it up for these two. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time it gives me great pleasure to invite these two onto the dance floor to share their first dance together as husband and wife. This one is dedicated from Stephen to Elizabeth.
She's got a way about her. I don't know what it is, but I know that
Let's hear it out there for the happiest couple on the planet. Once again, give it up for Stephen and Elizabeth. Congratulations, you two. So right now, these two would like to cut their cake. If you guys want to take some pictures, please feel free to do so. Just mind your photographers, make sure they get the good shots out there. Again, they're going to cut their cake. So if you guys want to take some pictures, feel free to do so. Here we go. As I said earlier, folks, we're going to do some dancing this evening, but right now we have a couple things to take care of, including getting that dinner inside you guys. So again, at this time I'd like to call up Father Stephen to say the blessing before the meal. And there you go. Congratulations to you, Kathy. Ladies and gentlemen, at last, I'd like to invite everyone on up to the dance floor. Have a little slow dance with your sweetheart. Once again, I'd like to invite everyone. Please come on up, start the celebration off the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, it is party time.
be keeping because the force got a lot of power. They make you feel